Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the show. Sorry for the problems with the transmission earlier, but today we've got some interesting salad ideas, and I've got the ability to actually record here. So I tested out my new technology, and I wanted to see how well it recorded. So I played some of the recording for you just a second ago of me making a salad. But the deluxe part of the salad is to add a pasta component. And in order to make a deluxe pasta salad, you're going to have to make it with pasta, right? So today we're going to be using Farfall, which is a pretty amazing product. It's butterfly shaped, a bow tie shape is really kind of cool. And this is, of course, non-GMO. Right. We're not going to be allowing any bad words here, so you're going to have to not do that. You've been banned. Thank you. Yeah, and the fact is that these bow tie pasta shells make your salad look like $1 million. So, yeah, we're going to give you the basic components of the cold pasta portion real fast here. So what I'm going to do is I've got hot water cooking on the stove back here. And I'm going to heat this up to a pretty high level. Let's get it up to level 6 to a roaring boil. And I'm going to be prepping some vegetables. So I've got a little vegetable display here. There we go. Wow. I prepped that water earlier, so it's good to go. Right, so I'm just going to go ahead and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dump the Farfall in there to get started. I've got a half a box, which cost me 50 cents because the box cost $1. Non-GMO is what you want to look for. Always look for this label. We've got some issues going on with the camera. Hold on. I think it's the... whenever it gets near Chrome, it does some weird things. I'll keep it over here for now. Yeah, I think maybe the idea of getting the Farfall in is ahead of everything, so let's do that. Oh, we're getting flashing. Hold on. Yeah, let's remove it. Right? Let's get it back in again and see if it's still messed up. We're doing some troubleshooting on the fly here with the camera. Nope, that's not the one I want. Right. Let's try it again. Yeah, apparently it's giving me some problems, so there it is. It's readjusting. Okay, I think we stabilized. Yay. Okay, it's a stable picture. Great. Okay, now I'm up and running. I guess I'll do my cutting underneath the light over here, but let's get the Farfall in the container right now. Right on. I've got a salted water boiling in the back. We're going to put it in there right now. Perfect. Okay, that's the first order of business. Now I'm going to make a seafood base to this dish. Yeah. Okay, I'm good. Got to have another sip of coffee too. Right, a lot of components to this show. I'm going to rinse my hands off, of course, and always get your fresh paper towel to wipe your hands off. Whenever you cook in the kitchen, you don't want any contamination on your hands to get into the food. This is some broccoli that I'm going to be prepping for a frying pan. Meanwhile, I'm going to give that Farfall a little stir. You don't want it to actually sit for too long, otherwise they'll start to glue together and you'll be eating glued pasta. In the meantime, I want to cut the bottoms off of these little guys, like so. And then, let me get down here so you can see it. All right. And then I'm just going to take a sharp knife, and cut off the sides. Don't try peeling them because it's impossible to peel the sides of a broccoli. It takes forever. You lose a little bit in this whole process, but if you want to use the whole broccoli, of course, you could make a soup with the sides, I suppose, but it wouldn't be very tasty. If you've got compost heap, always put it in the compost heap. If you've got farm animals, maybe you're raising gerbils, you might want to give it to your gerbils. I think they like broccoli. Full of nutrition, full of... I was kidding about the gerbils. Yeah, it really is one of the best vegetables. You know, our former president who just died, George H.W. Bush, hated broccoli. 1,000 points of light, but no broccoli. So, all right, being very careful not to cut your finger off. You go straight down and keep your fingers away from the knife as you're cutting into a plate. You can also cut into a chopping board, either way. You take the bottom off and just shave off the sides, and this inner portion is totally edible. And because I want to accelerate the cooking process, I'm going to pan fry these. I'm going to cut them all up into little pieces with a red pepper that I have, an orange pepper that I have that I need to eat. I'm putting this in the compost heap. Hang on. There we go. All right, and making sure not to touch the compost heap while I'm touching the food, which always necessitates me washing my hands again. You don't ever want to, you know, cross-contaminate your compost heap. Yeah, that's kind of a nice architectural view of the laminated wood grain, don't you think? Mm-hmm. No, there's no farting in the kitchen. I can't believe where you people are coming from. It's hard to understand your psyche. Yeah, we're going to just cut these up into little chunks. Edible pods, basically. And I'm going to pan fry them in sardine oil. Now, we did this once before, and it's kind of like, why would you do that? Well, it's actually a really good thing. They put olive oil in a lot of these sardine cans. And if you are buying sardines where I buy them, you get them in 100% olive oil. Boneless, sustainable, skinless. So I'm going to get this pan over here, right here going. Rear burner, level 6. I'm going to get it going really fast, really fast. Let me give that pasta a little stir here. Farfall takes approximately 12 minutes, so it's going to be a little bit of a slow process. I've got some prep to do here, so I'm going to throw, once that pan is nice and hot, I'm going to throw some oil on it. But I've got a washed orange pepper here, and as you can see, it's got a little blemish right here. You can see it's like, it's soft right in there. And by the way, I don't have any open wound. This is a Band-Aid covering my thumb. Take the soft, squishy part off. That's not good. Go ahead and sever the exterior of the hull by cutting a circle around the hull. Well, you can't see that. Hang on, like that. See that? And then lift the hull out, the seed pod. Now you can plant these. If you get started right now, you could have an actual plant by March. It'd be wonderful. I think I should do that. All right, yeah, save on seeds. Why waste money on seeds? You don't want to get those seeds in your dinner. Otherwise, you'll hear Sarah screaming, "Why are there seeds in this?" All right. I am going to go ahead and cut a half an onion and 1 celery stalk. As you know, we've got a guy who's been stalking us in our room who absolutely, yeah, he hates celery. So I'm purposely doing this because the guy hates celery. Yeah, he won't be allowed back in the room because he also hates women. That's not a good thing. Now, normally I have a breadboard, and I probably should put that out here. Okay, we're good. Okay, that pan's getting pretty hot. I'm not going to make the mistake of touching it, otherwise I'll burn my hand. Thank you. Yeah, so I really do support celery, especially stem celery. You know, celery stem celery research. I've heard that's pretty good. It looks promising for organ replacement. All right, any other puns we can work with? That's what Sarah likes. She likes that pun humor. She really enjoys that. So if she ever watches this show in archive, which I doubt she will, this will be a real treat for her, I'm sure. It'll be like a holiday treat. Okay. I'm going to open that sardine packet. And it has the oil right inside. See that? Yep. I'm just going to pour that right into the pan. Just all of it. All of the olive oil. Pour olive oil in there. We never did, no. We've never done weird things like that. Sarah and I had a contact with somebody overseas who said they were my most important supporter, and it turned into a disaster. One of the worst nightmare phone calls in my Skype calls I've ever. I don't even do Skype as a result of it. All right, so we're pulling that off. All those sardines will eventually go in this dish. That's pretty hot. You want to go ahead and get your broccoli in there right away. Cover it up. Now we're going to prep the onions, the pepper, and the celery. Let me adjust the camera so you can see it. All right. Oh, I need to give that farfalle a little bit of a stir. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that broccoli's cooking ahead of everything because everything else takes less time. Okay, we're going for a pretty fast fry at level 6. That's like medium high on a. So it's going to kind of be a hard grilled, that broccoli. It's going to have kind of a nice texture to it. It won't be spongy, that's for sure. By the time they eat it, it'll have kind of like a little texture. Best way I can describe it. Okay, basically no more than an eighth of an inch on the celery. Onions can be a little bit bigger. And the pepper, you want to make that nice and nice strips that are about a half an inch in dimension. Cutting with your hand down so you don't get your fingers in there. Okay, and we're going to put all those vegetables in that oil with the broccoli. All right, good. We did it. Yay, yay. No mushrooms today. No, I don't really think that the mushrooms will work with the sardines. I can only imagine people thinking, oh, what's this in my mouth, a loogie? Are you serving pasta loogie salad? Yeah. Ooh, what is this soft, weird, fleshy thing? Ooh. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I don't like mushrooms. I can hear somebody really picky going, oh, there's mushrooms in it? Oh my gosh, I can't eat that. Yeah. Then you get some real uptight person saying, "You use sardines in your pasta salad? Really? Oh my God." You tell him, Dave. Okay, so that's cooking at a very high flame. You notice I put very little time in there for the air to expand. So you want to give it a little jiggle, because the only moisture in there is the water from the onions, the water in the vegetables. That's it. There's no water in there. So you're getting kind of like a caramelization going on at level 6. That's what I talk about, fusion cooking. And in this entire design, we're building the salad that will make this salad deluxe. Yeah. Now in about 10 minutes, I'm going to break away to a professionally edited video, which will be added to the show, which is my cooking of the making of the salad, the preparation of the salad. In that time period, I will prepare the other show in the other room and proceed with the preparation will proceed with the start of the show. So. All right. I'm going to turn that pasta off completely back here. Make sure you moved it about 3 or 4 times with a spatula. It's ostensibly done. I'm going to cover it up, and then I'm going to pull it off the grill and drain it. Now the final assembly will be your imagination. But what we will do is prepare the next step of this meal, getting these vegetables cooked very quickly. You can go ahead and lift the cover now. Okay, moving them around. And what am I going to put in there? I'm going to put Italian seasoning. Right, thank you. It's not a $1. This is a $300 Josephine Feiss Philippine double knit 100% cotton no wrinkles shirt. I got it for $3, but they tell me these things are really expensive. Yeah. So I'm going to take the magical Italian seasoning and I'm going to sprinkle some on the vegetables. Now, why am I using Italian seasoning? Because I really want to add a little flavor quickly, and it's also really good for you. Oregano, basil, thyme, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Parsley, sage. Oh, sorry. You have diarrhea watching me? Wow. Wait till you get the salad. It's going to be even worse. What are we looking at? Sardines? Okay, let's take those sardines and dump them in there. By the way, this can cost me $1.25. The vegetables cost me $1, and the farfalle cost me about 50 or 60 cents. And you see that right there? This is in need of adding water now to this. Whatever's in that can, you put water in. Please don't get the wrong idea. Thank you. Take that water right in the can and pour it right down onto the dish back here. Now you're in the steam fry mode of the cooking phase in your flex meal, in your fusion flex meal. Take the spatula, break up the sardines. Keep it all at level 6. Cover it up. Take your pasta. Drain your pasta. Run water at the same time so it doesn't burn your drain. Nest the pasta colander back with the pasta. And I use this, it's kind of a trick. I put the water back in there, I move it around, and usually nothing sticks to the bottom. And these are stainless steel. This is not stickless. You don't want to use stickless. They've never tested that stuff out. So the rest of the pasta shells go right in there like that. See? All right, now take that and put it right on top of your vegetables with your sardines cooking. Are you with me? Thank you. Prepare to drop. Ta-da! All right. Now everything's cooking together. You can drop the temperature to level 3 and prepare to add one more ingredient. I never use stickless. I haven't since 1978. I decided if it's chipping off into your food, how can you eat that? I know, I cook really fast. Sorry I cook so fast, but I got a show to do. Hey, Regin, you're the guy who's apparently confused about your sexuality. Obviously, you wouldn't have come in here talking about how attracted you are to me. So look it, man, I can't help you with your homosexual panic. Take that and I would say stick it where the sun doesn't shine, but that might give you too much pleasure. So you're out of here, buddy. Jeez, can you believe that guy? Troll. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Tell him, Dave. You know, I'm not dreaming of a white Christmas. I hope we don't get snow here. I think I'd rather sing I'm dreaming of a gender-neutral Christmas with LGBTQ people all over. Yeah, I'm officially not LGBTQP, by the way. It's official. Yeah, I don't want to drift into the far left like all the leftists, Democrats have gone. You know, I'm kind of just an average person. Here we go again. All right, let's take a look at the fry mode. We're getting a caramelization at the bottom of the dish. I'm going to go ahead and take a spatula and move it around. Bring it all up. Rotate. Now the nice thing about that broccoli, it cooked first, so it's al dente. It has a nice little crunch to it. Now you can add any number of vegetables to this dish. You can put peas in here. You can put anything, spinach even, but I would recommend something bigger like broccoli. Now if you've got some broccoli florets, you can put that in there. That would work really well. This is a maple syrup made by Costco, and it's 100% maple syrup, and it's organic too. It's like, wow, love that. It's the kind of thing we open up once a year, and you know we have small batches of pancakes out of. Hey, I'm going to switch now to the next stage. Now, one of the things I learned you can do is Sarah has a soup, and it's broccoli cheese soup she bought at Costco, and it's really good ingredients. I'm just going to take some cheese soup and put it on top of the pasta, as opposed to Parmesan or cheese, but you can use cheese, Parmesan, or even mayonnaise once that pasta cools off. You can make a fresh pasta salad with a little bit of mayonnaise. You could use a little bit of vinegar. I'm going to show you how to make a salad now after I do this next step. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. She'll love it that I opened it, because then she'll be inclined to eat some of it, because I'm going to put some of it right now on top of the dish. No more than a half a cup. I'm turning everything down to a simmer. That's good. Yeah. Yum, yum. I'm going to give it one more rotation. Let me get to the full screen here so you can see what I'm doing. Uh-oh. The dreaded moisture on the mouse pad. There we go. All right, here we go. lifting the cover. Go in there and give everything a nice rotation now. You can pretty much turn the burner off. It will set, everything will set, and it'll be nice and cold in the refrigerator. And you'll love it. Now I would say mushroom soup would work, but this is going to be a really nice addition to your dinner or to your lunch. You can reheat this and make it hot or cold. And the sardines really work for some reason. The oils really work together with the vegetables and make it a really good dinner. So that could be served hot or cold on another salad. So I'm going to go now to the salad section, which is another clip. Thank you very much. Yes, we're going to close that iPivo camera down. We are now going to go to the preparation stage. Now I made this salad for lunch, so you will be looking at a show portion that was made ahead of time, and then at the end of that segment I'll come in, stop this, and we'll start the real show. All right, thank you for watching, everyone. Here we go. Let's do it. This was made in the afternoon, and I did this with the camera on, showing you how to make a really nice, fresh, organic, mostly organic salad. All right, and fusing those ingredients together when they're cold work really, really great for a large party. You can feed a lot of people with this. Hold on. We've got bleed through on one of our channels. Hang on. Yeah. Now, did you hear anything, just to check the technology here, did you hear anything during the show that sounded like a loud noise? Were we good? It was just this microphone. I'm checking the solid state nature of this laptop. Was there bleed through? You could hear Nixon. My fellow Americans, I want to make this perfectly clear. All right. Good. Well, this is a good sign. Our laptop is working properly, because I had my audio from my iVlog thing blasting through my other sector. Now it's coming again. Hang on. That's weird. Okay, I'm not really sure what's happening there. Hold on. Okay, I think I've got it under control. All right, let's go to the audio of the recorded broadcast, and we'll see you guys in the other room as soon as I'm done here. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Hi. We're going to do something in David's kitchen today. For an amazing $3, we're going to show you how to make a deluxe salad. This is a great idea for anybody who's trying to save money on living on a budget. And I'm recommending that people, buy kind of bags of avocados, because these are great. I get these bags for, I get about 8 avocados for $2.99. And if you can buy one avocado for less than 50 cents, that's a pretty good thing to have. We're going to cook with essentially no cooking involved. We're just going to prepare cold foods today. But we might get to something a little later, cooking wise. This is a mushroom. You can buy these in bulk, $1.99 a package. We're going to deal with 2 radishes today. And when I buy ingredients for salads, I pick up bulk ingredients like sugar snap peas I buy at the Costco for $4.99 a bag. And I don't need a lot of these, I just need a few. So this salad's going to require about 7 of these. All right. So you can seal up the bag and then make sure there's no air in it, or a little air in it, kind of tight so it stays longer. We buy peeled baby carrots, organic, for $5.50 a bag for amazing 5 pounds. So highly recommend that. We're going to throw a few carrots in there because carrots are really good for your eyes. Let's see, throw some carrots in there. I'll show you how to shave those carrots off. All right. And today I'm going to be pulling some tomatoes out of the garden that I've been, letting ripen in basically the window. And yeah. Now these are about as ripe as I can get right now. So I'm just going to throw those in there too. One tomato is not going to cost you more than 30 cents. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that in there. And then I'm going to rinse this off over here on my filtered water tab. I'm going to rinse it off like that. And the mushroom too. You want to make sure you don't get any grit on the mushroom. Sometimes the mushrooms have a little bit of, they grow them in chicken manure, so you got to be careful to get those clean. Now with salads, with the romaine lettuce being, taken off the market last week, we had a shortage of salads and salad material. So I picked up a thing of organic iceberg lettuce I picked up for $2.99, and I recommend putting a little bit of water on the outside of it when you keep it in a bag. But you want to keep it in a tight sealed bag, preferably like a market bag, plastic, seal the end. And I'm just going to pull some outer leaves off of here, like this. Now, this is the first salad I've ever made on the show, so I make salads all the time. Oh yeah, you've had salads before, yeah, I know, salads are good for you. So you don't need, this is going to be a salad you could feed 2 people, it's going to be enough. So I'm just going to pull enough off of that, and then I'm going to put a little water over it, wrap it back in the bag. Iceberg traditionally is the most, it's the most enduring of all the lettuces. It's the least amount of vitamins, but I figured since it was organic, I might as well go ahead and get it. I also picked up some green leaf lettuce. And with all the lettuce, I rinse it all off, no matter what it is. Now, if lettuce is a good deal, you don't want to make sure you get it. So I'm going to take this green leaf lettuce, beautiful head of lettuce here. And you'll need a couple of these leaves off of here. You want to make sure you don't take anything else off and just put it right back in kind of a moist bag. It doesn't have to be too moist, just a little bit of moisture to keep that lettuce fresh. And I tie the bags up like that, and then I put them back into another bag, and then I tie that up and put it in the refrigerator. Pulling most of the air out of it. It keeps for a long time this way. All right. I picked up a 99-cent cucumber that came from Mexico because there was a scare in the Arizona cucumbers because they had, they were feeding their vegetables with sewer water or recycled water, and the government won't even test the water going into the lettuce, which shows you how inept the government is right now, and has been under the two-party system. Most of the people in the two-party system are inept. The Democrats and the Republicans are completely inept. We'll be talking more about that tonight in our show. I'm going to take a nice portion of this off of here. So before I rinse anything else off, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this big portion right here, like that. Okay. And then I fold this over, twist it, and it stays really good. It stays great in the refrigerator. Okay, and I'm going to also add to this salad a little bit of broccoli head. So there's a lot of vegetables in here. I'll rinse off the broccoli in filtered water, pull the head off. Now the bottom you can cook later. You can make a stir fry out of this as long as you pull the skin off, which is great. But you always take advantage of all of that. So I'm going to take a lot of these vegetables right here and just kind of rinse them off. Both sides. And you never know. I mean, nowadays when things say organic, doesn't necessarily mean, you know, they're pure. They may have aerial spray from another farm. Who knows? So just rinse that off, and then you've got your base for your salad. Okay. Now to make this a deluxe salad, what I do is I add a little something at the end, and I'll do that in just a second. All right, so I'm recovered from my injury in my thumb. My skin grew back, but my thumbnail is very likely going to come off. And that really upset me, so I'm keeping a Band-Aid on it. I had a bad burn. I hit a plate in the middle of a toaster oven, and I had no idea the plate was like 700 degrees, so 1 second is all it took to just completely destroy my thumb. So I'm waiting for the nail to grow back slowly. It's still there, it's attached, but I just don't want to pull it off. So I'm just going to leave a Band-Aid on for a long time. I've got multiple Band-Aids, so I'm pretty good there. Other than that, everything's clean. I always wash my hands before touching any vegetables. We're going to take a nice knife and chop this up. I'm going to get a plate to put this on. Bowls are good too. I'll do a plate because it's going to be a pretty large salad. All right, so starting with the lettuce, grab it like that, prep it, and just kind of run your knife vertically over it. You can take a little bit of the stalk off, but they say there's more nutrition in the stalk. So this actually looks pretty good, but you can take the stalk off and eat it if you really want. Nice half-inch cuts here. Isn't that great? This is like a Cobb salad, where they chop all the things up and then put turkey and ham and cheese on it. Yeah, that's quite a bit. So taking a portion of that off and then putting it on the plate like that, a portion of each of the lettuce. Yeah, you can literally make 2 salads with this amount of lettuce. Put another salad together here. Yeah, and when you work on a chopping block like this or a board, it keeps it nice. All the water kind of goes right off, and it's nice and dry, yet clean, so you don't worry about that dreaded E. coli and things that they're. Of course, I would never recommend eating a salad that's got E. coli on it. Now, this is a good time to just chop off the broccoli tips like that. And just kind of give them a cross cut. Broccoli is a cruciferous vegetable, which gives you anti-carcinogenic capabilities. It prevents cancer because it's cruciferous. If you like broccoli, it's also the lowest amount of Roundup on broccoli of any vegetable. For some reason, broccoli doesn't need a lot of Roundup. I'm going to sprinkle those on top of the salad for that extra B vitamins and calcium that it provides. And this area right here is tender enough to kind of mince. You can actually mince it out and put it on a salad if you want, making sure there's no leaves or anything on there. Okay. Now the cucumber is not organic, so I'm just going to rinse it off, make sure it's thoroughly rinsed. I use the skin, but you can peel the skin if you want. These came out of Mexico, so they're $1 a piece for these English cucumbers. And just go for a nice tight dice like that. Okay. And we'll put some on both of the salads. Okay. The mushroom is always fun. We'll put that basic cut. Like so. Maybe another cross cut if you want to make it a little smaller, bite-sized pieces of mushrooms, and throw a little of that in the salads. All right. Now the carrots are a little easier to eat now that they're already peeled and they're in the bag, which is a really nice feature. You can make salads day after day out of these bags. They're really very storable and very very safe to keep vegetables. So I cut them in half like that, long ways, providing a little bit of a mix. The radishes are always great sliced. Make sure you cut the ends off of the radishes. There we go. And just slice them like that. You throw them all around the sides or the middle. Yeah, really good radishes. Radishes are kind of they have coenzymes that activate your system. They have a little bite to them. So now these little Roma tomatoes are from the garden, so they're very full of taste. They came from the garden last summer, and they literally ripened in the window. So I'm just going to cut them up like that and put them in there. At least there you go. That's a deluxe salad. Now, in order to make it even more deluxe, what I recommend doing is you can make your own dressing. You can also add a wonderful, let me do the other side for the other. That's good. Okay, I did not touch the avocado with my hand or anything in my mouth, just so you know. I am going to rinse that spoon off. It's very convenient to have a little water over the board. And I'm going to put the more avocado in the salad. Okay. There you go. So I'm making 2 salads for $3 here, which is pretty good. If you buy ham, the ham is a really nice feature to put on a salad. It adds a lot of flavor. I'm going to put a slice of ham on there. I know there's no MSG in this. And there's no, yeah, so don't worry about that. We'll take a single piece of ham like this, like that. Bisect it in half. And just slice it on a plate. You don't want to put it on the breadboard, because if you put it on the breadboard, it could get contaminated. Let's see if we can get you that right there. There you go. Now this is a nice addition to make this a deluxe salad. You can put anything protein-wise on a salad. You can put slices of cheese, whatever you want, but I'm going to go ahead and put that on the salad. There we go. All right. Okay. Now, if you are inclined to make a dressing of some sort, one of the ways you can make a really great dressing is get a little container like this. Make sure it's all clean. Fresh water. There we go. Okay, you can make a, wow. We're getting a helicopter roll by here. I'm going to use organic red wine vinegar. It does call for rice vinegar, but I'm going to use red wine vinegar. Put that in there, like that. Oops. Well, I guess this isn't open. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to open my red wine vinegar or my rice vinegar. We're going to go for just some apple cider vinegar. There we go. That'll work. It does call for rice vinegar, though, to make a ginger dressing. I'm going to put a little bit of vinegar there, like that. And I'm going to mix a little ginger I picked up at Trader Joe's. I'm going to add that to the mix. Ground ginger. Yeah. Throw a little bit of that on top, just a touch. It's going to make a very tasty dressing. And I'm going to put sesame oil, toasted sesame oil, which I have in the cupboard. A mixture of half and half. Half sesame oil, half vinegar oil. Vinegar with the oil. Rice vinegar is preferable, but I don't have that right now. And I'm just going to take it and give it a little mix like that. Get all the ginger taste in there. All right. Then we're going to put it right on the salad. Just cover the whole thing with it. And it will be fantastic. You'll love it. And that's a Chinese alteration of a deluxe salad with a little ginger sesame dressing. Isn't that wonderful? And I did that for half of $3. The other half is here as well. And you can spread that out among the two salads if you so choose. I just happen to like vinegar, and I like sesame oil, and I like ginger. All right, everyone. Yeah, so we'll continue with the ideas for another type of salad as we move on in the show. Thank you.
Non-GMO?
Yes, everything was non-GMO. We have a live caller here. Yeah, everything worked out great. Finished the dinner. I'm going to start the show now. Thanks for calling. Okay, everybody. We will see you on the flip side, okay? Deluxe salad, ideas under $3. Take care. See you next time at David's Kitchen.